voiced fully. There's absolutely no dialogue that's not voiced. And yeah, that's pretty insane. Also, that's why your main name doesn't matter. Like mine's Gaston, just because Gaston's a Banff. But nobody's gonna refer to me by that because you can't predict what the people are gonna name themselves unless you have a set name. So mostly, I'm just gonna be referred to like as I don't know, young Kuzland or whatever the heck, Arl's son or whatever. So what am I? I'm in charge of the castle.
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going.
I'll kill you. Wow.
I doubt that. You know your mother, and she made it clear there is no debate. This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please,
You'll recognize this guy. Bam.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
So yeah, you could say this.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course. I am awesome.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
So, let's see. Are you trying to get rid of me?
We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Finally, we get into free roam. So we got our codex updated, which contains a lot of helpful information. Culture and history. However, this is a castle you're in. So you guys can pause and look at that if you want to read it. I already know most of this. I don't really like the really complex history, like they declared the independence of Amaranth thing, starting war lasted 30 years. I don't really know about that. So yeah. Controls. You know, exploration, pretty self-explanatory. Journal, pretty self-explanatory. Plot helpers. Characters: Duncan, that awesome man, and Arl Howe. So yeah, those are the only ones we have right now. As you can see, there's quite a few we have to get. Pressing tab brings up like interactable objects. Oh dear. A little bit of Frapp's leg. Looks like I'm gonna have that same problem. So we can press M to go to map. That's where we have to go. Okay. Yada yada. Tell me about the map. So here's your action bar in the bottom. So right now I have Dirty Fighting, which you have to select the targets, no hostile targets, and we have this. Whooshing!
Shall be done.
There we go, attacks with both your weapons. And C will bring up this, which will tell you a lot of stuff. You can look at your accomplishments, which is all this stuff. One object, this across all places, 66%. This game is huge. I've sunk probably 120 hours and only 66%. Of course, that's all the side quests and stuff. There's been a lot of side quests I haven't even bothered to pursue. tells you all this crap. I haven't played 19 minutes already. Holy cow. Yeah, mental, physical resistance, all your stats. A little bit of background on you. Human noble, human, yeah. I brings up your inventory. You can see all this stuff I have. I already have several super cool things because of DLC and all that. So I have Blight Blood, which is pretty darn ridiculous. Ridiculously good. Can I wear that? I think I can wear that. My god, I want that. So first thing I'm going to do is max out my strength so I can get that. Because that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to equip the Lucky Stone. Why not? And also, that really has no point in equipping because I never use any spells of that nature. And so I'm in my alt tab, so that's all I have right now. You can use these arrows to alternate between party members once you get more. So equipping that ring increased all my stats by 1, so you can see I got 5 more health, 5 more willpower. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Let's see, how much time do I have left in this little thingy? Like 8 minutes. So I just picked that door because I am the coolest guy ever. Yoink. One reason you want to have a rogue in your group is because picking locks gives you experience, which is just awesome. So I'm going to explore a little bit.
Very well.
Mother Malal. Books. You can get codex entries from books. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. The Chant of Light.
It is begun.
I'll just show you guys all of them. You can pause them if you want to read them. Chant of Light. This is the Chant of Light. Talking about the Blight. You will learn more about the Chant of Light and like the chantry and that stuff. This is the story of Andraste. She's a pretty big figure, and she'll actually play a part in the story too. Justine Mafarath. Mafarath apparently betrayed her. Controls. Area map, inventory, locked item. Okay, that's all we got for now. More exploring. This is one reason I wanted to get that thing to let me unlock stuff. Okay, some nice little early experience by lockpicking all this crap. There we go. Deep mushrooms will restore a little bit of stamina. Stamina is for rogues and warriors, and it lets you use abilities such as dual weapon sweep and dirty fighting. We'll learn more about abilities once we actually start fighting and the like. See, I just like to tab through everything in this game because you can find codex entries and stuff. They're good for the lore, and they're also good for the experience.
I shall do.
Oh dear. Frapp's leg. Okay. Let's see how much time. Not too much, but that's okay. So, here we go.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave. No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off. That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled.
To the
Shall we?
kitchen then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
First though, let's do a little bit more snooping. So we have an extra party member now. Level 2 warrior. Aldous.
Hello, my dear boy. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect. If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching
That sounds
the
lovely.
lesson?
So we can learn a little bit about our history.
The Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When was the line founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Yes, so there's a dialogue option special one.
I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern. Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man. It seems you've already
Oh,
plumbed
snap.
the depths of your potential then. A pity. At any rate, your family has held the Tournure of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Cousland battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won. Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Let's just finish this off. We'll finish off this little questy thing, and then we'll
The
have to
history between the Cousland
stop.
and the House reaches back to the Orlesian occupation. During your grandfather's rule, of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Tourneur's center. Its Jarl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and
Wonderful.
bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Logain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan.
Wonderful.
Fight the Darkspawn. Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
Well, okie dokie then. So, we are done for now. So see you guys later.